Hi everyone, in this video we are going to discuss NCERT textbook exercise 6.4. The topic to be assessed here are finding square root using division method for the decimal and the non-decimal numbers. Secondly, we will find the number of digits in the square root of any number without doing any actual calculation. The third point is the least digit to be added or subtracted from a given number in order to form it a perfect square. Okay, and the fourth one is applications of the square root and finding the some of the problems using some of the word problems. So the first question is finding the square root of the given number using division method. We have 2304. First we will pair this favor on pairing. We got 0, 4 and 23. So 4 4s are 16 and 5 5s are 25. So 16 is nearly equals to 23, but 25 is greater than 23. So we will go for 16. So 4 4s are 16, and on subtracting it, we got 7. And now copying the next pair, that is 0 4, it become 704. Now doubling the quotient here. So 4 2s are 8, and we will write any numbers and multiply it by the same number in order to get the number which is nearly equals to 704. Okay, so if we write by 8 and multiply it by 8, 8 is just 64, and we will write 4 and we got carry 6. 8 is just 64 and plus 6 we got 70. So 704 is here. On subtracting this, we got answer 0. So whenever the answer is 0, okay, so the quotient, that is 48, will be the square root of the given number. Here similarly we can write for 529. We have to pair. So first pair is 29 and the second the 5 is left alone. So now we will divide 5. So 2 2s are 4, and on subtracting 5 minus 4 we got 1, and now we will copy 29 here, right, and double the coefficient. It's become 2 2s are 4. So we will write any number which using which we will get a number which is nearly equals to 129. So we write 3 and multiply it by 3. So 3 3s are 9 and 3 4s are 12. So 129. So 129 is equals to 129. So on subtracting this, we got answer 23, and 23 is the square root of 529. Similarly, we have 900, and we will pair. So we pair these two zeros and the 9 here. So 3 3s are 9. Okay, and subtracting this, we got 0. Now we will copy the pair here. It's become 0. Now we will double the quotient here. It becomes 6. 3 2 is 6. Okay, now since we want 0 here, so we will multiply it by 0. Okay, so 0 60 0 into 60 into 0 is 0. So on subtracting 0, we got 0. So here 30 will be the square root of the given number. So similarly you can try for this question. The second is find the numbers of the digit in the square root of each of the following numbers without any calculation. We have two concepts here. The first is, first we have to count the number. Say it has n digits, so n will be either even or odd numbers. Even, that means it will take the values of 2 4 6, the multiple of 2, and the odd numbers are those which are not divisible by 2. So when the number is divisible by 2 or it is even number, we will just divide the number. For example, in any number, if it is containing 4 digits, so we will just divide by 2. So we got 2. So a square root of that number will contain 2 digits. Okay, but if it is containing the odd numbers, for example it is containing 7 digits, so you will add 1 into it and then divide. So it become 8 by 2. So the square root will contain the 4 digits. And we have another method here. First we will write the number. For example, I write a number 1 2 3 4 6, and I am willing to calculate the number of digits into it. So first I will pair these elements from backside. So I have got 3 bar sign, so 3 bar sign are there, so the square root will contain 3 digits. Okay, similarly, so let's go for the question 1, that is we have to find the number of digits in 64. We know it is containing 2 digits and 2 is a even number, so we will just divide by 2 and we got 1, so the square root will contain 1 digits. Okay, so another method is we can write it as 64 and we pair the element. It is only it is having only one bar sign, so it will be, it will have one digits in its square root. The next question is 27,225. Okay, first we will count the digit. It is having 5 digit and 5 is an odd number, so we will add 1 into it and then divide. So 5 plus 1 is 6, 6 by 2 is 3, so the square root will contain the 3 digits. So another method here is we will write the number as 27225 and now we will pair the elements. So I got 3 bar sign, so since there are 3 bar signs, so it will have 3 digits in it. So similarly we can solve for this question here. So moving to the question number 3, find the square root of the following decimal numbers. So it is another application of finding of long division method. Okay, so first we have 2.56, we will pair and the pairing starts from the decimal number. For the main numbers we will go for left and for the decimal part we go for right. Okay, so we have paired here 56 and from uh, left we have got only 2, so dividing 2, 1 ones are 1 and 2 minus 1 is now 1, and now all we have to do is we have to copy this decimal over here and we will take this 56 down, so it become 56. Okay, we don't need to copy the point over here, so we can just write it as such. So now it become, now we will double the coefficient here, it's become 2. So now we will go for any number by which if we multiply the number, so we will get the same number here. So if you go for 6, 6 is 36, carry 3 and 6 2 are 12 and 3 it is 15, so 156 is there. Okay, so square root of 2.56 will contain the, will have square root will be 1.6. Okay, similarly we can solve for 51.84. okay, here we will pair and the 84 here first pair and 51 is another pair, so we will go for 7 sevens of 49 because 8 8 is 64 will become slightly greater than the 51. So on subtracting this we got 2 and now we will copy this point over here. Okay, so now we will copy this next pair, that is 84 and it become 284 or 2.84 is there, so this point is not affecting our calculation at all, so we will just multiply these two, we will multiply it by this point 2 over here, so 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8 and 2 1s are 2, so it becomes 2.84. okay, so the another method is you can, if you are getting confused here, so we can write it as 51.84. okay, we will pair these elements and now we can write it as 7 sevens are 49. okay, and on subtracting this we got 2 and now we will copy this over here. okay, and we will simply copy the next pair here, this become 284. So now multiplying the quotient here, it's become 14. okay, and now we can multiply it by 2, so 2 2s are 4 and 2 4s are 8 and 2 1s are 2, so it become on subtracting it becomes 0, so the question here is 7.2. so either you can write the point here or you cannot, you may not write the point here, so the point will not affect our calculation. okay, So the square root of 51.84 is equals to 7.2. The next question, that is question number 4, find the least number which must be subtracted from each of the following number so as to get a perfect square number. So first you are given a number, that is 402, and you will find the square root of this number, and on using long division method we have find the square root of this number. So here 2 is the remainder and the quotient here is 20. Okay, so we are willing to find a perfect square number, that is we are willing a number that has a remainder 0 using the long division method. Okay, so if we subtract the remainder from the given number, okay, we are subtracting the remainder from the given number, that is 402, we will get a perfect square. Okay, if I subtract the remainder, that is 2, from the given number, that is 402, we will get 400. Now is it a perfect square or not? We will find the square root of the given number. So here we have find that it is, since the remainder is 0, so 20 is the square root of 400. Okay, so similarly we can find the other problems like this. Now the question number 5, find the least number which must be added. So now it's time to add the least number. Okay, so here first we will find the square root using long division method. So we got 22, but it is having a remainder of 41, so we have to add. We don't have to subtract the 41, we have to add any number. Okay, so square root of 525 is 22 with remainder 41. Since a remainder is 41, so we can say that the square of 22 is less than 525. Okay, see, this 525 can be written as 22 square plus 41. So 22 square is basically less than the 41. Okay, so we will go, that is 22 square is less than 525, so we will go for the next perfect square number, that is 23 square, and that is equals to 529. So we have a number 525 and we will add, suppose, x into it, and on adding x we get the next perfect number, that is 529. Okay, so on subtracting 529 on both sides, here it becomes 0. So on the right, x equals to 529 minus 525, so x will equals to 4. Okay, so here we see, that is if we add 4 into the given number, okay, so it will become 529, which is the perfect square of the next number. Similarly we can solve it for these problems. So for now we have solved the question 5. So the next video will contain the remaining question of exercise 6.4. Till now, stay tuned. Thank you.